Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So we've got a new GP in America, and that is Las Vegas. If you don't know, made several videos about it already. One of them was a blooper video, quite damn funny. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to go back and watch it. This one is not going to be a blooper video. This one is basically it's going to be going over some information on about the track, what's to come with the track, what I think is to come for the future of Formula One in America, as well as future generations. So with that being said, what kind of track do we have, right? I think we have quite a fast track. If you look at the layout, an incredible lengthy straight. I believe it's like 2 kilometers. That's a pretty nice lengthy straight coming down the main scenery, main strip of Las Vegas. And with that being said, Las Vegas is definitely going to have to do some construction there to facilitate this track. But I've already seen people are going crazy, I guess, with the game. They announced the track on the game as well, and so you can play it on the game. I don't play games. I make content, talk to you all, and live life. So, but what I would like to say is things will change. Some considerable things have changed with this new GP coming. All right. So one of the main changes is our typical schedule that we're accustomed to, and that is Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday lights out. Well, with this GP, we will be going Thursday, Friday, and Saturday lights out. Now, why has that changed? I believe a couple of reasons, maybe several reasons. One is the time difference. It's under the lights, so it's at night here. So at night here, which is going to be crazy for you all, especially in the UK and other places in the world, because usually when you all have some races, it's like 1 a.m. here. Like 1 a.m. You can go back and look at my videos. I've been up at 1 a.m., 2 in the morning doing like testing videos. And, sometime I get an alert from Formula One. It's like 5 a.m. There's a race going on. So now that's kind of flip-flop this time around, whereas we will be getting a night race, and it's probably going to be like 1 or 2 in the morning in the UK. So with that being said, they are trying to, and this is what I heard when I watched the announcement, which, like I said, is funny, is that they are catering to the public and the demographic within the United States. And not only that, but it's Saturday, right? Majority people that are going to go out and have a blast, like some go out Friday after work, but that's what testing is going to be for. They're going to have that testing and qualifying, practice and qualifying anyway. And then Saturday is the race. Everybody's going to be out. And you're talking about Vegas, right? Vegas is going to be, the streets are going to be fucking packed with people, all right, with younger generation, which is what they're trying to move into, which is my next thing, and I'm going to segue into, is that the Monaco is really pushing to focus on the younger generation, and the generations to come. There has to be a transitional period in there because the generations now can afford the tickets. Have you seen the prices of paddock tickets? They're high. It's not cheap. Paddock is like $5,000 to $6,000 per person. All right, you're talking about anywhere between $400 and $800 per person on regular tickets, depending if you're in a grandstand or you're in some other corner, and anything like that. So the generation now that is very moderately knowledgeable about Formula One are the ones that are going to be able to pay for those tickets. The younger generation, not quite there yet, but on their way. As we know, the younger generation has done probably a better job with making money via less work and from home and travel. So that will cater to them. But with that being said, ticket sales have topped 400,000 tickets sold just for the America circuit in Texas. 400,000 tickets. That's a boatload, all right? So there is money here, versus when they were going through the pandemic. Now they see they're kind of on the tail end. We're still, I guess COVID isn't popular anymore. It was popular when they were trying to scare the shit out of people and get people to shoot yourself up with vaccines, and it was popular, and of course it was new. But now it's kind of died down, and people are like, yo, I'm out. I'm going out. So 400,000 tickets sold for the Americas, all right? Now let's move into this date. The date is November. Well, not the date, the month and the year, 2023, November. What's significant about that? Well, for you all that don't know, especially if you're not in the car scene like I am, that month is pretty jam packed when it comes to Vegas. There is there is a world renowned known car show called SEMA. All right, now it's more products than cars, but you need the cars to show off the products. SEMA is a 3-day long event. You cannot make it through SEMA your first time going to this show. Like if you go to SEMA your first day, the first time you go to SEMA, you will not make it through the entire show. It's like it doesn't often happen. All right. That is in November. Usually the second week, I believe, second or third week. It's in November, somewhere around the middle of November, top of November. Matter of fact, I think it happened this season, but it's in November. Also, you run a line with the NFL schedule, which Vegas now has an NFL team, the Nevada, Las Vegas Raiders. So with that being said, within November, they tend to have a couple of home games. Like the magnitude for the exposure for the events with Formula One also coming, with SEMA being there, with the NFL team being there, with gambling being there, is enormous. It is an enormous revenue stream right now, with that being said, okay? So that's why I think they're still working on the actual date, because those things can disturb other things, right? You want to lay these out to where everybody can keep their amount of revenue or better without conflicting and overlapping each other. You would like to more like have SEMA happen, and then maybe the following weekend you would have Formula One. Well, what might happen there? Most people that are already there for SEMA that know a Formula One race is going to come the next weekend are likely to maybe look at staying to not only enjoy SEMA for those 3 days, but then to turn around and enjoy a Formula One event for 3 more days. All right. So Formula One is very smart with taking this next one to Vegas and then also picking the month of November. Not to mention, what if the Raiders have a home game before or in the middle of that, right? Because we know football games usually happen Monday. You got Monday night, you got Sundays, you got Thursdays, right? So if this race moves back on Thursday and you go on Thursday, right? Everybody's there for a game. People to travel for a game. Thursday is going to be like practice. It's going to be practice. Qualifying won't happen until Friday. So now you have people in town for a Raiders game. Okay, Formula One just had practice, but the next day they're having qualifying and then the race. It's crazy if they line it up correctly. So moving on with that, because that's a pretty big part of it. But the biggest part of it is going to be the whole track setup. What I think about this track, what track is similar to, and what it offers. Okay. So in comparison, also before we move into the track, is November tends to be a holiday month, right? Thanksgiving in the United States of America is Thanksgiving. Schools are off, federal workers are off, state workers are off. So people have the ability to travel with vacation. So November is a good month, with that being said. So now let's get into this track comparison, because when I saw the track, I said, yo, I love these straights. This looks like a fast track. Of course, it would matter how long the streets are, but 2 kilometers, that's pretty lengthy. So the Vegas is going to be approximately 6 kilometers, which is about 3.7 miles. And its width is going to be 12 to 15 meters, which is about 39 to 49 feet. That is not like Monaco. I had somebody in the comments say, what are they bringing us, another Monaco? No, this track is far from Monaco. This track is far away from Monaco. Monaco is not touching the Vegas GP. Now, I get it. Nostalgia and history and heritage, Monaco has that. It has that. But as far as good racing, come on, let's just be real. Like when we watch Monaco, we see the stars, we see the yachts. It's a historical track. It sounds good when you say it. They filmed Iron Man there, you know. Outside of that, the racing is really not that good. Like once we see the pole positions, we pretty much, it's not going to shift too much. Why? Because Monaco may be about 2 to 2.5 cars width. That's not a lot of room to do passing. It's not. You know, and in the comparisons with Monaco, yeah, it's 3.3 kilometers. It's almost half the size of the Vegas GP, and it's pretty much half the size, less than half the size of the width. All right, whereas you can get anywhere from 6.5 to 8 cars width at the Vegas GP approximately until things are there. I'm thinking about 6.5, maybe 6 cars. I mean, that might be blowing it out of proportion, but I'm pretty sure 5 cars width is gonna be there with 12 to 15 meters, and then that depends on the size or width of the car as well. So we got good passing. We got super fast straights. All right, one super fast straight there. 8th gear is going to be maxed. And then we have 2 other straights that look pretty good. So with that being said, what track is the Vegas GP more like? It's not Monaco. We could toss that, right? So then if we look at some of the other similar tracks, we could check out Spa. Spa is 7 kilometers and about 14 meters wide. Then we have Baku is 6 kilometers. Then we have Paul, which is 5.8 kilometers. And then other tracks. But I personally think that this is a Monza on steroids. That's what I think. I think the Vegas GP is a Monza on steroids. And this is the similarities. I'm going to throw this up and just check out the similarities in the layout, all right? Mega straights. Like, what we got a good probably 4 straights actually on Monza. Like, there's probably, yeah, it's legitimately like 3 and a peak. Because in that one straight coming off that one corner, you got like a nice little, so I still consider straight. You got like good 4 straights. Here you have one monster straight that would basically take up that bend, that partial straight in Monza. And then you have these 2 other straights that look awesome. It's a fast track, and Monza is about 12 meters wide, but this track will be 12 to 15. It's undetermined right now because they haven't really built it out, so we'll see. But newer tracks are starting to be wider. They're not going to be as narrow as tracks like Monaco, right? We want passing to happen. We want the ability for these guys to compete, press each other, use DRS, scoop past each other. Monaco doesn't offer that, okay? It also 12 millimeters width, which is what that's going to be, and Monza runs 5.79 about kilometers, which falls close to that 6 kilometers. So I think it's comparable to Monza. I think we got a Monza on steroids, which to me would be effing awesome. All right. So this is what I think about the new Vegas GP. There are many other things that will come out as the track is developed, as logistics begin to be worked out with not only trying to accommodate the influx of people traveling from all over the world. It's Vegas, people traveling especially from California, from bordering states. Anybody that goes to Miami is going to go to Vegas. Like, if you had the money and the time to go to Miami, you're going to Vegas. If you're already at Texas, you're like halfway there, you're going to go to Vegas. Do you feel me? So it's a great addition. It is about the money, but it is also a pretty damn good track. I'm going to say it's a pretty good track. Like, it's a good track. So let me know what you think about the track below in the comment section. Some people have been a little hell-bent about a new track coming on and it being in America. And a lot of people have been in my comments telling me I have no business talking about Formula One because I'm an American. And I just think that's really foolish. I think it's closed-minded. I invite all walks, lights, journeys of people here. And that's what I like about my channel, from men to women, from people who participate in motorsports, car shows, people who like Formula One, maybe they like NASCAR. I am building a community of motorsports with a focus in Formula One. And I hope to be able to be at a Formula One race one day and just see you all. Just see the people that have helped and have assisted and have encouraged this channel. That is really what I want. That is what I aspire to do. I'm hoping to be finished with this update on my build by 2023. I'm hoping to even be at SEMA. And if so, I'm hoping to be at a Formula One race. But right now I'm spending so much time and energy trying to build this platform so that when things happen, we can do it on a grand scale. Maybe I have a booth there, right? The Welcome Wolfpack booth. Like, I have goals in mind. Things are being worked on as we speak. And stay tuned for announcements. Things are about to change. And I have something that I'm putting together for you all to celebrate you all at certain levels, just to give back and show you my appreciation. So with that being said, you know what I always say, you see the shirt, just build it. Peace. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.